It's no secret that there are thousands of plastics processors in North America alone, so finding someone to make your plastic component shouldn't be too difficult, right? Well, based on that statistic, technically no, but choosing the right injection molding partner can make or break your entire program. A good partner helps you navigate complex decisions, avoid costly mistakes, and helps to bring your part to market smoothly. The wrong partner, well, they can leave you with delays and inconsistent quality, possibly resulting in a failed product launch. So today let's go over the 7 things that you need to consider and what questions you need to be asking in order to choose the right injection molding partner for your program. First up is expertise and industry experience. As we've discussed in previous videos, injection molding is more complex than it may appear, especially in regulated industries like medical, pharmaceutical, dental, and defense. An experienced molder who's done work in your industry has already seen and likely solved the problems that could derail your project. So don't just ask how many years they've been in business, ask if they have expertise in your industry, because industries like the ones I just mentioned have unique requirements around compliance, validation, and traceability. And if your partner hasn't worked in your industry before, then their learning curve could become your additional expense. Certifications also really matter here. For medical molding, ISO 13485 certification is crucial. For defense, you may need ITAR registration or CMMC compliance. Always confirm that your molding partner has the right credentials for your program, because this is the easiest way to narrow down your options. Similarly, ask if your molder also builds their tools in-house. Here's why this matters. Every plastic part starts with a carefully engineered mold. So if your partner can design and build that tool themselves, you get faster turnaround, tighter quality control, and less risk of miscommunication between multiple vendors. And if there's a problem with your tool after production has started, an in-house team can adjust or repair it quickly without waiting on an outside supplier and costly shipping. And that can save weeks, if not months, of lost production time. The third factor to consider is press tonnage and overall capacity capabilities. Injection molding machines are measured by tonnage, which generally determines what size parts that molding partner can produce. If your plastic component requires specialty presses, whether that be micro molding, large high tonnage requirements, or other specifics like two-shot molding, then these are all important questions to ask from the start that will again help you quickly narrow down your options. Also think about scalability here when having these discussions. Can this partner handle low volume prototyping today and then ramp up to full production as demand increases? The last thing you want is to outgrow your molding partner and have to go through this whole process over again. The fourth thing to consider is quality. Not just reliable, high quality parts, but also do they have the quality systems in place to meet your compliance requirements? Every injection molder will of course tell you that they make high quality parts, but what does this actually mean in practice? Look for strong quality management systems, and as we discussed earlier, the easiest thing is to look for those industry-specific certifications like ISO 13485 or ITAR compliance. Ask about their process for lot traceability, raw material handling, and documentation across the board. Ask if they have validated cleanroom facilities for sterile or medical applications. Do they implement process monitoring to ensure consistent part quality across millions of shots? Again, in those regulated industries, documentation and compliance are just as important as the part itself, so make sure that your partner treats quality as more than just a buzzword. Number 5 is to consider the total cost of ownership rather than simply the per part price. Yes, the price per part matters, but choosing the cheapest option up front can actually lead to a higher price per part when all is said and done. That's because a poorly designed tool may create more scrap, longer cycle times, or frequent downtime, and over the life of a program, that all can add up quickly and lead to higher additional costs. So instead, think in terms of the total cost of ownership. A well-designed mold paired with preventative maintenance and lifecycle supports can save far more than you'll spend on that upfront investment. In other words, the cheapest option today might cost you the most tomorrow. In a similar vein, the 6th consideration is whether to work with a domestic partner or an international one. International molders can be tempting, offering lower per part cost and faster turnaround times, but there are trade-offs. Communication can be harder, ever-changing tariff situations create uncertainty, and regulatory compliance may be less reliable. Add in shipping delays and other unexpected costs, and those upfront savings may disappear quickly. Domestic molders, on the other hand, typically offer stronger communication, faster response times, and more reliable quality control across the board. Again, for regulated industries especially, the peace of mind that comes with a domestic partner is often worth the higher investment. And finally, the seventh consideration is the product lifecycle support. A good molder isn't just there to build the tool or run the part. They should also support you throughout the life of the program. That means offering preventative maintenance and tool repair services to maximize uptime, providing engineering support when design changes are needed, and communicating transparently about scheduling and resin availability, or even providing additional post-processing services and in-house automation when needed for more complex manufacturing processes. The right partner makes the entire experience smoother from start to finish by acting as an extension of your team, helping you reduce headaches and keep your program on track. So again, I say choosing the right partner isn't just about making parts, it's about setting your entire program up for success. And if you're looking for a partner with over 75 years of industry experience, then be sure to reach out to us using the contact information down below and learn how we can help bring your injection molded part to life.